Good morning, everyone. How's it going? Yep, I'm starting the weekly sip a little bit early. Why not? I'm ready. I'm here. I'm ready to go. What's this? He's early. Yes, I am. How's it going, guys? Got my coffee ready. Mm. So, I guess a quick discussion of where I've been. Like I completely disengaged from Discord, from Facebook, like all social media. I've just been off for like at least a week now. Um, And it's because, guess what I'm doing, guys? I'm working, baby. I'm working. Videos are actually coming. So, I mentioned before, last week, I think, that early and straight, such an Adam could never. I mentioned, because I'm gooning. No, I'm not gooning. Get out of here. So, I mentioned earlier, last week, I think, on last week's SIP, that I was working on, I had like a set schedule of videos that I was working on. There are two videos from before the January break that happened with regards to Dom. Um, One of those videos is, I would say, 80% complete. I'm hoping to get it out tomorrow. Another video is more like 50% complete. If I work really hard, I can get that out a little bit later in the week. And then after those two videos, my plan is Canada, baby. Canada, 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 Canada. Hold on, someone says, are you working videos? You're working a real job. Hey, guess what? In a capitalist system, anything that makes money is a real job. That's just how it is, man. That's why capitalism is based. Because fucking around on the internet is a real job. Yeah. So anyway, I'm working on the next projects and things are happening. The response videos will come after the Canadian election. Those are completely back burner until after the Canada series, because the Canada series does include the trucker video, and that will come out. So, working hard. April is going to be like a month of just nothing but straight hard work, I think. I mean, it sounds kind of funny because, yeah, like this, being a creative, doing YouTube, streaming, it is a pretty cushy job, to be honest. Like, I'm not going to be one of those retards who's like, this is harder than a 9 to 5. No, it's not. I've worked 9 to 5s. 9 to 5s fucking suck. 9 to 5s are soul crushing, right? Because you're just doing like repetitive, monotonous, work that you don't care about. Caring about the work is great, but it's still work. There's still stuff to do, right? Like a non-physical labor job still takes time, still takes energy, still takes brain power, if not, physical labor. So it's not nothing, but I do prefer doing this over working like a blue collar job again, in my opinion. So yeah, I am working on it. And like I so a lot of the stuff of the video I'm currently working on, we wrote it and recorded it like at the end of January. And now I'm recording little bits to cut in, like things that I need to change as information's come out about the topic. And the editing did not happen because it was one of those forgotten projects. So yeah, I'd say 80%. I handed off Dave a file of audio edits. As soon as I'm done streaming this, I'll probably get back to doing the video editing because I'm going to put in some clips and stuff. Basically, like it's it's kind of strange because like people ask, "Where's the videos, Dev? Where's the content? What's going on?" The truth is that like I can't show you like unless I stream myself editing the video, which is like a boring ass fucking stream. But like when you're in an editing dungeon, I ask any YouTuber, when you're editing a video, it might take days for like days of just sun up to sundown editing, because editing is time consuming, right? You're cutting in clips, you're cutting in effects, you're trying to make sure that everything lines up properly, you're putting in music, like it's just a whole bunch of just little jobs. Editing a video is like thousands upon thousands of tiny little jobs. Are you going to put in like the dev avatar in a corner? Okay, well that takes like 10 seconds to put in for each shot. That adds up. Are you going to put like a shadow effect or an outline effect on some of the images that you're going to plop in to the video? Like again, 10 seconds for each effect. Like just got to put it in. And if you have like 1,000 little cuts, those all add up, right? You're gonna add in background music. Okay, you got to like get the, well, what music is proper? Well, okay, well, I'm gonna use this track from Mario 64 or whatever. You drop that in, and then you have to like make sure that it's the proper audio so it doesn't overpower your voice, but also you can still kind of hear it. You have to make sure it fades in and fades out at the end. You have to make sure it's appropriate to the scene that you're talking about. Like, there's a whole bunch. Editing a video is just a whole bunch of tiny jobs that add up to like hours upon hours upon hours of time. And it's all relatively easy stuff, but it just takes time. Don't forget rendering. Honestly, rendering is not that big of a deal, to be honest, anymore. Like back in the day, you know, if you're talking like 10, 15 years ago, you're gonna render out a new video for YouTube, it would take like 5 hours. You have like you have your dual core processor, right? But rendering has been so optimized nowadays that like I can render most videos faster than you can watch them, basically. Dev social battery is drained. Finish AC. We're not finishing AC Shadows. Fuck you. Zontar, $5. 22 days till the trucker election time. I was checking for the trucker video. I know, dude. I know. I'm working, man. I'm working as hard as I fucking can. You're gonna stream the debate like the last few elections? Possibly. I don't know when the debate is though. Like, it's like I said, my aim right now is to finish the current video, get out the next video, and then just start rocking out the Canadian videos. Because honestly, aside from the trucker video, the Canada videos are like pretty short. They're like 10 to 20 minutes long. So I'm just, you know, I'm doing my best here. I'm doing my best here, fellas. Dracus, thanks for the 10 pounds. Very appreciated, dude. Just ignore everything Dev's saying. Dev's lazy. Dave does all his editing. The channel should be called Dave Tall Slim Goat Taku. Fuck you. Thanks, man. Thank you. Sean, $5. Have you done your patriarch duty and swapped from drumsticks to Chapman super cones? Guess what? I do not eat those drumstick ice cream cones anymore. I used to love them. I don't eat them anymore. There's a lot of things I don't eat anymore. You know, as the weight loss has progressed, you know, I don't really eat any sort of snack food. Like I have ice cream every once in a while, but like I don't really eat snack foods anymore. You know, I'm like doing okay. Yeah, Diet Dev, it's happening, man. It's happening. Not fat otaku. Doing my best. Dev goons while Dave edits. Listen, the reason the last gaming stream was Dave on his own is because I was editing. I was working, man. I'm not even on Ozempic, dude. I'm just doing it. I'm just working. A workout routine. Not really. I do like your basic beginner, you know, 10 rep, 3 set, full body workout, like 3 times a week. Nothing too crazy, you know. I know I used to like be heavy into the fitness shit, you know, in like 2012, but I'm, you know, I let it go for so long. I'm basically a beginner at this point. Most of my weight loss stuff has been from just eating less food. Sean, $5. Sam, drop pizza because the local options are either American or inedibly greasy. I just make my own pizza when I want it, right? Like you take, you know, a wrap, you know, you know, that you might use for like a tortilla. You might use it for like to like make burritos or like just make wraps. You know, you're gonna like put a bunch of like salmon stuff in it, wrap it up, and like just eat a wrap. You take a wrap, right? You put pasta sauce on it, slap that shit on there, grate some cheese, maybe like add some bacon bits, maybe, or maybe you add like some chopped mushroom, whatever. You have a pizza. And because most of the fucking bad part of pizza is the thick giant slab of dough that all the toppings rest on, because you're using a wrap, there's not actually that much in the way of dough. It's like, oh, cool. That's a pro college student move. It's very cheap. It's a cheap. It's a cheap za, basically. Anyway, I know that I haven't been around, guys. I know I haven't been doing the streams. I know I haven't been in the Discord. I promise you, I'm working hard. shit is happening. Place that dough with lettuce. You can't bake lettuce, though. It just turns to grep. I used to eat ramen noodles as spaghetti because they were cheaper and use the spice packet for rice later. Oh, based. Oh, man. Groovy Banana just gifted a sub over on Twitch. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, dude. Appreciate it. But anyway, I am working on things. I guess that's my point. You know, you haven't seen much of me in the past, week or two. Or sorry, in the past week for sure, you haven't seen much of me. But I am doing it. It's slow. It's taking time. But you know what? I hate saying a day or a time, because whenever I do, I always fuck it up. But I think if I work all day today, I can get the next video out tomorrow. I think. A ramen omelet is the bomb. Mix the spice with the egg, crumble, and then boil the ramen. Mix. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Like, yeah. Spice and egg mix in a bowl, right? You boil the ramen up. You throw it into the frying pan. You fry the noodles a bit, and then you pour the egg and powder into it and like mix it up. So it's like fried egg, but also like noodle fried egg. Oh man, it's so good. Yeah. Dev has time now. Elon's been fired from Doge, has he? I don't fucking know. Steven, thanks for the $5. Nick Canadian elections. Remember to vote conservatives so that Dev can feel safe to not have to publish his trucker video. It's coming, dude. Don't worry. Thank you, Boomer. Dev, you're 100% at your best when you're doing well thought out, well planned, long term videos. Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm not concerned about you putting out volume. No, but my wallet might be. But anyway, that's the situation. And you know what? I don't really want to reveal what the topic of tomorrow's video is. I kind of want to keep it a secret. You know what I mean? I kind of want to keep it quiet. Ooh. I don't want to see you. I want to hear you. Hate having to watch videos. What are you talking about, Groovy? What do you mean you hate having to watch videos? Also, why are you over on Twitch now? Games today? No. I want to get this project done. In fact, you know what? I might even skip the video that comes out. Like, I had the schedule of this video, then the next video, then the Canada videos. I might have to skip the next video. Like, I gotta see what I can do. I gotta figure it out. Man. Now I'm thinking, should I? Maybe I should. Fuck, dude. Are you gonna see the Minecraft movie? The Minecraft movie. I probably should, shouldn't I? Naomi and I can do something on the side channel for it. It sounds fucking terrible though. Can femboys be Christian? I mean, yeah, as long as we're not getting railed. I am Steve. I saw EFAP did a thing, and I saw that Red Letter Media did a thing. I haven't watched either of them yet. It looks fucking giga cringe. Just fuck me, dude. I'm guess I'm gonna see it, but I don't wanna. Aaron Gray, hey chat, you got this, Dev. You gotta make it happen, you stinky bitch. Thanks, Aaron. Thanks. It's been a couple years since I played Minecraft. We had a community server going back during COVID, but I mean Minecraft's dead again, so whatever. Can we get a dev movie where Jack Black plays you? Fuck yeah. Also, you know what? Because I've been kind of disconnected doing this project, I haven't seen the latest in terms of like the cutting edge of politics right now. Has Trump fucked everything up yet, guys? Let me just see real quick. Because I keep hearing that all of the rightoids are going, oh no, why is the tariffs finally hurting us? It's like, you fucking morons. You guys are idiots. We need more Dave Slay the Spire. I'll let him know. Lagnad, thank you for the Kronars. So Trump looks to be destroying the right's ascendancy everywhere. We are seeing the same effect in Norway as in Canada. The election is this autumn. That's fucking hilarious. That's so fucking funny. If you think that Trump fucked up, you have TDS. Gungeon 2 looks good, yeah, man. Horrible to hear that both Archcast downgraded in quality due to your absence. Did they? I haven't been around. Like I don't know what's going on with the Archcast. Well, like here's the thing. I know Arch's audience is like, yay, Dev's been kicked off. Finally, we have our echo chamber back. Yeah, what's actually happening is I told Arch, I'm gonna stop going for April because I have to do this. I have too much work on my plate. I'm going. Like I'm not gonna be in the Archcast until like May. I told Arch that. And I don't know how the Archcast has been without me. Like I said, I'm disconnected from everyone right now. I'm just doing my own thing, man. I'm trying to get my projects done. But yeah, like I keep hearing about like Trump/Trudeau quitting saved the Canadians Liberals hearts. Yes, they did. It's kind of wild how much they saved them. Yeah. Archcast has become so hug boxy without me. Of course it has. Archcast is an echo chamber now. Yep, of course it is. Man, the funniest part about all of it, right, is that like, think back to Gamergate. And you had like the SJW fucking cringe lords, the feminists, the rad femmes, and they were like, they would say something fucking ridiculous, right? Like fucking stupid. And then someone would say like, hey, listen, I want to debate this with you, you know? I want to debate this because I think you're wrong about this. And they would say, just go away. Oh my God, you're harassing me. I want my safe space. How do? And they'd be like, I'm not harassing you. I'm doing this very civilly. And they would call it sea lioning, right? You guys hear about sea lioning? Remember this? Okay. You just kind of find it here. Sea lioning. Can I find? Yeah, here's the original comic. I fucking love this shit. Okay. Oh, it's in fucking Spanish. Where's the English one? Okay. Trump did launch a strike on some Houthis and people think he attacked civilians. God, so stupid. Okay. Here. Yeah. This is from September 2014. So right after Gamergate took off. Okay. Check this out. Okay. I don't mind most marine mammals, but sea lions? I could do without sea lions. Don't say that out loud. And then a sea lion shows up. And he says, pardon me, but I couldn't help but overhear. Now you've done it. I would like to have a civil conversation about your statement. Would you mind showing me evidence of any negative thing any sea lion has ever done to you? And the woman says, go away. And he says, there's no need to raise your voice. I'm right here. I'm just curious if you have any sources to back up your opinion. And the woman says, you're in my house. And the sea lion says, you made a statement in public for all to hear. Are you unable to defend the statements you make? Or simply unwilling to have a reasoned discussion? And then the guy says, I told you, dude, sea lions. And the sea lion says, I've been unfailingly polite. And you two have been nothing but rude. And she's like, I'm trying to eat fucking breakfast. He says, very well, we shall resume in an hour. So this was made by like a feminist, okay, online, back in 2014. And the point of the comic is that the woman, by the way, is the author is taking up the position of the woman in the comic. And the author is basically saying, I should be able to give takes, give opinions in my bubble without pushback from someone who might disagree. Even if the pushback is very polite. And in fact, constant, insistent pushback, even if it's polite, it is in a way a form of harassment. This is like the feminist view of what sea lining is. And in fact, I think if I go over to like Urban Dictionary real quick. Here we go. So sea lining. A subtle form of trolling involving bad faith questions. You disingenuously frame your conversation as a sincere request to be enlightened, placing the burden of educating you entirely on the other party. If your bait is successful, The other party may engage, painstakingly laying out their logic and evidence in the false hope of helping someone learn. In fact, you are attempting to harass or waste the time of the other party, and have no intention of truly entertaining their point of view. Instead, you react to each piece of information by misinterpreting it or requesting further clarification ad nauseum. And the name Sea Lining comes from a Wondermark strip, which is this comic right here. Okay, so this is what Sea Lining is, and basically, there's two ways to look at this, and they're both kind of true. The first one is that sea lining is a real phenomenon. There are people out there who are exceptionally polite, and they're asking real questions, but they're not doing so in good faith. They only ask them to basically waste your time. That absolutely 100% exists. However, there are also people out there who do want good debate, who are actually asking questions in good faith. And these people here, who simply want the safe space to say whatever they want without pushback, they treat both of those groups as if they are sea lions. Okay? Now, what happens to the shoes in the other flipper? However, here's the problem, is that now the right wing, despite, there's a lot of rightoid trolls that are just sea lions. A lot of Arch's audience, a lot of other people on the right, they've turned into the feminist in this comic, all right? They view all pushback as inherently negative. They view any breaching of their safe space as an attack against them, as if it is a troll. As if the concept of debate is itself the problem. And there's definitely a lot of people in Arch's chat that are like that. Not Arch himself, obviously, but there's a lot of people there that are like that. Oh. And I mean, now, we're now seeing things kind of switch around the other way, right? Can I just show you here? Maybe I can. Okay, so you guys recall, Count Dankula, the war on comedy, leftists coming after people for making jokes, right? So we got here, I'm just gonna pause this. This is Saturday Night Live making a joke about Teslas being vandalized, okay? And this guy's like, absolutely disgusting. SNL mocks Tesla with unhinged skit featuring a self-vandalizing Model V, the first electric car in history to be fully self-vandalizing. And it's like, listen, I mean, this is my response to it, right? Is what happened to protecting comedians, bro? War on comedy. Which is exactly it. The entire fucking time, these rightoids were like, we need to protect the comedians. All right? Because the first sign of an authoritarian movement is when they start censoring comedians, because comedians make fun of those in power. And it's that's true. It's completely true. So, what's your complaint here? I mean, the whole point is if you don't like it, don't watch it, right? If you don't like the joke, then okay, it's not for you. But this guy here is acting, he's acting morally outraged, absolutely disgusting. It's dude, there were people who viewed Count Dankula's whole pug troll Hitler salute as absolutely disgusting. It's a joke. If you don't like the joke, okay, fine. Not every joke is for everyone. But to have not just, it's not for me, I didn't find that funny, but moral condemnation at comedy, it puts you in the same position that the leftoids were. So yeah, I am fully of the opinion at this point that the right is just like the left now. I'm just you know what, fuck you. And by the way, that is a big component of my channel's decline in recent months, is because of my continually noticing the right has become just as bad, if not worse, than the left, and continuing to be no, I'm not gonna shove about this. I'm not gonna just stay quiet about it, even if it hurts my metrics. I'm not gonna. It would be wrong. It would be the wrong thing for me to do. Let me just see here real quick. Jasso Havens, thanks very much for the $5. You should try Vintage Story. It's an amazing voxel crafting game with a bigger lean on survival made by an XRL craft dev. It's replaced Minecraft for me. I'll check it out. Thank you very much. Let me just see. Vintage Story. Is it on Steam? It's not on Steam. Oh. What's going on? Okay. I'll have to look at it later. $2 lives in Dev's Woods. I thought Sea Lion was a sex thing. Nope. 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 Here's an interesting kind of point. When the right was being good faith, did it net them any real power to stop the left, or did the left and its institutions and the population continue on? So yeah, like you can make that argument. But then, if the right is just going to abandon all morals and pursue power the same way that the left did, and then do the same shit the left did, how are they not just the enemy in the same way, right? Sean King, $5. Dev is not bad faith. The only time he's bad faith is when it comes to a video schedule. That's why I don't post schedules anymore, boys. I suppose I should pander to the right for the sake of his channel. No. Like, here's the thing. If you guys have tuned into me every week, you already know this. I've said it a million times now. It's probably boring at this point for you guys to hear it. But yeah, failing to pander to the right has hurt my channel massively. But I have faith that I'll come out of it. Because I genuinely believe, like, I believe in the pre-Benzo, pre-insanity Jordan Peterson, where he said your best bet is truth. You know, adhering to the truth, even in rough times, will pull you through. I do genuinely believe that. Even if sometimes it kind of feels like a leap of faith. You know what I mean? So, I'm just like, okay. It's rough right now. It'll be okay, though. It'll be okay. Left and right, they're both bad, but I think the long term and historically the left is worse. I don't know about that, man. I do not know about that one, Boomer. So here's the thing, right? Here's something that I've noticed. And I want to give you guys some white pills about even the most insane far left Democrats, okay? Maybe take AOC and Bernie off the list, but like, do you recall in 2020 when Biden campaigned on a $15 an hour minimum wage, okay? Which, by the way, is ridiculous. It's fucking economically stupid to do a $15 an hour minimum wage across the United States. It's dumb. And he's like, I'm going to do it. And all the far lefties were like, yeah, he's our guy. And then Biden gets into office and he has his financial advisors. And his financial advisors sit down with him and they're like, listen, here's why you can't do a $15 an hour minimum wage. You can't do it. Here's why. And they go through the math with him. And Biden's like, oh shit, you guys are right. Like, you guys know more about econ than I do. We can't do this. We can't do a $15 an hour minimum wage. We just can't do it. Like, it's going to fuck the country up completely. So even if he might have believed it to be morally right, when it came up with the practical realities of what would destroy the country, Biden backed off, right? Biden turned around and was like, you know what? I know I said I was going to do this, but like, now that I know more, I can't fucking do it. At the same time, you know, Kamala was doing like weird shit about like price controls and wealth taxes, like fucking insane far left bullshit. If Kamala got into office in 2024, I'm also not sure she would have done any of it, because Kamala, I think she also would listen to her financial advisors and they'd be like, listen, you do this, you fuck up the entire country. And she probably would have acquiesced. She might have tried to do like a few tiny things, but I think for the most part, she would have been like, no. Trump currently doesn't have anybody around him who is willing to say, you're wrong. He purged all of those people from his inner circle because they were all apparently deep state rhinos, traitors, whatever the fuck, right? So now he has a bunch of yes men around him. Okay? And so when Trump says, hey, let's do something fucking retarded, everyone says, yes, sir. We all agree, because no one wants to say no. No one wants to tell him that he's wrong. And I think that's why we're starting to see like Trump's actually doing things that have never been done before, and they're bad, and everyone's gonna suffer as a result. The suffering's already begun. Like all the stocks are going down. Like the entire fucking market is crashing. If you think that's good, like you're just full retard. You're completely retarded if you think that's good. And it's in part because Trump has nobody around him who's willing to say, "Hey, this is bad. You can't do it." Yeah, Trump is literally doing "you will own nothing and be happy," unironically. $5, Jasso Heavens. Thank you very much. If you DM me on Discord, Admirable Crunch, I will buy you a copy. You don't have to do that, man. I mean, I appreciate it. You don't have to. It's not on Steam because the dev doesn't like Steam's indie dev cut percentage. Oh, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Yeah. I know people have some critiques of Steam for sure. Oversized Trash Panda. Right now, it is a problem with the right. Yes. 1, because everyone who is not Trump has been expelled from the right. And 2, because Trump basically demands it, right? All of the right-wing talking heads are all like just Trump loyalists. They are devoted to this man. None of them are saying anything. Everyone in Trump's cabinet completely devoted to this man. All right. The people who are in Congress and in the Senate, they're only just starting to dip the waters in the maybe what Trump is doing might be slightly less than perfect, guys, because they want to get reelected, because they know that the rank and file Republicans are pro-Trump. So like, yeah, right now this is a problem with the right, especially like how is this? The American right. Yeah. SP Elite $2. Thanks, man. Hola, my gordo. How much pounds are you down, and how's Dom? Dom's the same as for me. Pounds down. Oh, geez. I think I'm approaching 40 pounds down at this point. I think. I haven't measured in a few weeks. Terrace, thanks for the $5. I want to ask what your bet is on the success of North American Peronism, but how long do you think it will take to recover from? If Trump carries on this path for 4 years, you are looking at an American decade of decline, far worse than anything that happened in 2008. If Trump is removed from office or he stops doing what he's doing, maybe you will just have a recession. Like there's no good outcome right now. There's only horrible and bad. That's it. Aaron, $2. It's gonna be shit for a bit, but we're gonna be okay. Let's hope. Sean, $5. No advisors mean Trump listened to ChatGPT on trade deficits and put 97% tariffs on small islands. Now fucking Canada is getting irrelevant globally. Oh my god, dude. Hey Sparkles, what's up? And hey Real SDS, what's going on, man? Let's see. $5 lives in Dev's walls. Bad faith is a reflection of character, not position. Better to focus on people of quality for truth seeking. Oid focus is garbage in, garbage out. I completely agree with you on that, right? Like, I will have to talk about this in some more serious manner at some point. But I watched one of Sargon's streams with Arch. And one of the episodes, Sargon says that the problem that I'm having right now is a problem of being ideologically captured by liberalism. And by the way, if he genuinely believes this, then 1, he doesn't understand me. 2, he doesn't understand my critiques of the current situation. And 3, I have a feeling he might just be talking about anybody who is not in line with him politically as being ideologically captured. Which in a strange way is a sign that you're ideologically captured. You know what I mean? It's a take from Sargon that is exceptionally ignorant. It's not his usual fare. Sean King, $5. Thank you very much. I was getting a friend to play a space monkey / hippie NPC for RPG, and halfway through our conversation, I remember he's black. Oh my god, dude. Boomer, here's the thing, okay? Everyone says like, oh, the stock market, who cares? I know you're not saying it, but lots of people do. I just want to point out. I want to point something out here, okay? Something like half of all Americans, more than half of all Americans, care about the stock market. Not just because they're stock traders or they have some stock in something, but because like every single person's 401k, that money is in stocks, right? Like it's it's kind of wild if you think about it. Like that money is in stocks. If you're some like any sort of like most benefits programs or like pension funds, they're in stocks. All right, it's not like the government has a big fucking vault. They just sit on. Or 401ks are sliding into the ground during Biden. Yeah, well, you know what? Now they're even deeper than 6 feet under during Trump. This is the problem, right? Your 401k, that's not just money sitting in a vault. The company that manages your 401k is putting that money into stocks so that it might grow. And the money grows, then you sell the stock, you withdraw some money, you pay out people who need it. So the money keeps growing. All right? So like when the stock market crashes, that means that everyone's 401ks are fucked. And they're fucked far worse than they were under Biden. All right? Everyone's like, oh my God, the housing market's crashing. All the prices of houses are going to go down. That's great for new buyers, by the way. And we do need that, right? Like younger families who want to like buy houses and start families, like younger couples, they got to buy a house. Fair enough. I completely agree. But I mean, there's downsides to this too, and people are pretending that there's not. Dev really thinks we have a 401k. I gotta look this up real quick, okay? Let's see. Okay. 34.6% of people in the States have a 401k style account. 18% have an IRA style account. 13% have a defined benefit or cash balance plan. Okay. So like, man, all of these accounts are just getting fucked. All of them accounts are just getting fucked. It's like, listen, man, like, if you think Trump is saving fucking anyone or anything, like you live in another reality. Or if this ends with many countries removing their own tariffs in the U.S. to get a better deal or tariff removed, I don't think that's going to happen, man. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think other countries are already planning to reroute around the United States. Vote for Trudeau again, fatty. Sinenko, Trudeau's not even running. $5 from Tara Shevchenko. I predict 2025 federal tax revenue from capital gains will be down $50 to $100 billion because the people selling stocks at a loss during the crash. Oh yeah, 100%, dude. 100 fucking percent. Won't happen if we have Panama? Sure it will. Yeah. Honestly, like, Canada's already planning to trade more with Europe in response to this. And Trump threatened even more tariffs if Canada started trading more with Europe. And it's like, you're fucking pathetic, dude. Yo, can we get on with the weekly zip instead of the TDS? If you think this is TDS, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, dude. Like, maybe you should take the fucking Trump semen out of your stomach before you actually start talking about this stuff, man. God damn. Oh yeah. Also, having a declining stock market means that investors and companies think the U.S. has a bleak future. Exactly right. Like if your country's volatile, then companies are like, why should I invest in the States? Like say you have a company, an international company. They're like, I could build a new factory in the United States, but it's currently in political turmoil, and like there's no like the stock market's completely crashing, and inflation's gonna go up, and like there's no guarantee that anything's gonna be fucking functioning economically. I don't know what like the tariffs are gonna look like in the future. I don't know what the economy is going to look like in the future. Basically, America has become a less reliable partner for business. So the person is like, maybe I'll just make it somewhere else. Maybe I'll build my factory somewhere else instead. Like, fuck it, because America is no longer predictable, and you need to be like, everyone's like, Trump's the bull in the china shop. He's gonna shake things up. He's gonna you tackle the deep state, whatever. But here's the thing: is that all of that is unpredictability, and the markets don't like things to be not predictable, because if they're not predictable, then you can't invest. You have to be able to invest. So investors are leaving. It's gonna continue to happen. Lives in Dev's walls. Buy when there's blood in the street, even if it's your own. Senenko, are you actually mad that I'm going off on Trump? Seriously. Listen, I know that Trump fucked you in the ear and then just emptied his nuts directly into your brainstem, and now all you can think about is how awesome Trump is. But you need to chill the fuck out, all right? Oversized Trash Panda, $10. Thank you. My biggest problem with criticism of Trump is that people voted for him over Dems knowing he would do this. If the Dems want to oppose him, they need a better message instead of whining about Trump. That's true. The Dems, the Dems were fully incompetent. They had no way to actually fight what Trump was saying and doing. And you know what? Now the Americans are gonna suffer. They're gonna bleed. And you know what? It's gonna be funny. I'm just gonna. It sounds. You know what? I don't care, because the right wing has already taught me that empathy is toxic. All right. I will not commit the sin of empathy. I will laugh when all the American rightoids fucking lose everything. And it will be hilarious. And I'll be like, you know what? You did this to yourself. E Platypus Unum. Thanks for the $5, man. It's not the lack of tariff understanding that's concerning, but rather people's lack of understanding of how inflation works. Baffling. Yeah, it's so fucking dumb. It's so stupid, man. Sean King, $5. Thank you. Though I think Carney is as bad. He's not as bad as Trudeau. And you know what? Carney might win. And that's just, what a fucking upset, man. Nuts. $20 from the Alaskan Knight. Thank you very much, dude. Thank you. When is Ace being sent to work in the steel factories for minimal pay, long hours, and no retirement plan? Praise be the glorious leader. Oh my god. I haven't even checked in on Ace recently. Is he still gibbly goobing about being mad at me over nothing? Let's see. Did he? Doesn't look like it. Yep. Maybe I'll find somebody else to be parasocial with. $10 from Terrace. Thank you very much, dude. None of these tariffs fix the fact that it takes years to get permitting to build industry in the U.S. and will likely only make the building materials and capital equipment more, not less expensive. Of course, yeah, 100%. More tariffs than Canadian lumber were announced. LOL. Yeah. So it's one of those things where Canada has been driven into poverty by insane leftism, right? Way too much fucking immigration, way too much bread and circuses with regard to progressive fucking nonsense. All completely true. However, America is now being driven into poverty, and in my opinion, it'll probably be worse long term, with Trump just completely destroying all the things that made America a prosperous country. Sparkles, thank you for being a member. Definitely my body part love you. When and how can you make this happen? Who is still the worst? Check your DM. Stop being gay. Thank you very much, Sparkles. Thank you. You ain't getting that aid back. What do you mean? Okay. Man, the U.S. aid thing is so stupid because U.S. aid was less than 1% of the entire American budget. So the whole we got to balance the budget and pay off our debts. There were things to tackle first beyond U.S. aid. Okay. If what was done with U.S. aid was illegal, where's the lawsuits? They're not coming. Trump controls the DOJ. Trump controls fucking everything right now. Where's the lawsuits? Oh, there's no lawsuits because it was all just fucking bullshit. It was all just smoke blown up your ass to make you think Trump's actually doing something. All right. Thirdly, there is a solid humanitarian argument to be made of, like, for example, why it's good to fund like anti-AIDS initiatives in Africa. And if you're just like, oh man, guys, I'm pro-life, but hey, let's make sure that people start dying elsewhere in the world because they're not Americans. And it's like, well, dude, isn't it better that they don't die? Like, is that not the position that every life is sacred? Is that not the Christian position? All right. It's the same with like with rights. Oh my god. You got people who are saying like the Constitution doesn't apply to illegal immigrants. However, a few months ago they were saying shit, and for years they've been saying the Constitution doesn't grant rights. The government is not God. The state is not God. The Constitution protects your God-given rights. Rights come from God. It's like, well, hold on. If rights come from God, God grants them to all humans, not just Americans. Meaning that illegal immigrants have those rights. And there's so much just blatant hypocrisy and doublethink and doublespeak on the right wing right now that they're cultists. They're insane fucking cultists. All right, and they've leapfrogged over the left's insane fucking cultism in the same way. Like it's so nuts. It's so fucking nuts. My God. $10 Festiva. Thank you. The left got what they wanted, but can't handle the right getting to do it. But frankly, it'll probably be fine. If you truly hate this, thank the left for being worse than Trump. Here's the thing, Festiva. The left is not worse than Trump. Not anymore. It's not even close anymore, dude. Like the left's greatest sin at this point was like there was COVID lockdowns, which were pretty bad, but they went away, you know. And beyond that, the left's sin was being fucking cringe. And they are really fucking cringe. Like the feminist bullshit and the fucking woke bullshit. Like, video games getting raped. Like, oh man, there's a lot of cringe coming out of the left. And it's good to laugh at them. It's good to critique them. It's good to want them gone. But like, it does not hold a candle to what the right's doing now. Because where the left was mostly cringe, the right is now like actively self-destructive. We voted knowing the temporary economic issues. No. These aren't going to be temporary, dude. This is going to be your next decade at least. We can't fix the economy until everyone realizes the government can't fix it and private companies only can. Tariffs will be the wake-up call. Don't agree. Hard don't agree. Tariffs and war made us a prosperous country. Dude. You're so stupid, all right? Like, the post-war boom was what made America a prosperous country. Alaskan Knight, $10. Thank you. I'm 23 and working a blue-collar job. I have both a Roth IRA and a 401k with the company I work with. The people that wanted to screw that up to own the libs can eat heated steel pipes. Pretty much, dude. Fuck. Call me back when the left moderates. Dude, the left is in the process of moderating right now. Like, the communists are fucking gone. The socialists are out, all right? The progressive shit is going away. No one's talking about fucking trans issues anymore, all right? It's just dumb fucks on Twitter now. That's it. The actual, like, mainline Democratic Party is massively reorienting towards the center now because they realize the progressive shit did not fucking win. All right? Like, just to be clear, the picture of reality you get from libs of TikTok is not actually reality anymore, all right? People are going to keep reposting the same fucking videos from 5 years ago or 10 years ago. Like, how often do they repost that one chick who screamed at 2016 when Trump won? Like, they post it over and over. It's like, dude, we've moved on from this. Things are different now. $5 from Terrace, thank you. Is the left's main sin mainstreaming the culture war mindset? Oh, yes, that's a big one. Because the right took that playbook and then beat them with it. Lagnad, thank you very much. Have you noticed how the pundits on the right are now saying that money doesn't matter? It just ones and zeros? Dude, the right wing is adopting all the leftist positions. Money is not real, guys. The economy isn't real. We just made it up. Oh my god. General Grievous. Do you think there's any hope for England? I don't know, man. I don't know. You guys are getting colonized really hard right now. Hey, Leafy, what's up? Chia, thanks for the $5. For the record, I hate tariffs. I'm just saying the silver lining is that it'll show Americans what economic populism gets you. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Maybe America just needs to suffer right now. maybe that's what needs to happen, all right? Like, Americans are saying, oh my God, things are so terrible right now. I don't think you guys know what terrible is. I think you're going to find out, though. I think you guys are going to be begging for 2020 back once this is all fucking over. Sean, $2. Dumb's got to find a younger Jon Stewart to run. Jon Stewart wasn't a politician, though. And, like, going with, like, I mean, going with entertainers is one of the big reasons why Trump, like, why Trumpism is a problem, because entertainers are not leaders. Zach for the $5. Thank you. Dev, you can't conflate the right's belief that it should be legal to kill the unborn with funding and anti-STD measures abroad. I'm pro-choice, by the way. Yes, I can. I can, in fact. Yes. Because the underlying logic is the same. The reason that right-wingers are against abortion is because they believe it to be killing a person, and that every life is sacred. Every life from conception till death has inherent value granted to them by God. That's the right-wing position. If you believe that, then that should not only lead you to ban abortion, but it should also lead you to all sorts of charitable endeavors that are meant to keep people alive, right? The logic is ultimately the same. Sketch, $5. In the wise words of Dave Chappelle, I don't give a fuck because Twitter is not a real place. So people need to remember that and log off Twitter. Yeah, I completely agree. Completely agree. Oh, man. My coffee is nearly chilled. Got a drink. It's not about preventing death. It's about preventing willful killing. Oh, my God. Okay. If that's your logic, then you should not be doing any sort of disaster relief ever, because that's not a willful killing, right? Like when a train crashes and causes a disaster, and there's survivors that are there that need to be rescued. Oh, they're not being willfully killed. It's just, we're not here to prevent death. It's like, what the fuck is this logic? Oh my God. Okay. Man, just so much stupidity. So much stupidity. Listen, I'm just saying, right? Like I'm still a centrist. I'm still a moderate. I'll use the term moderate, okay? I'm still a political moderate because I can look at the left, I can see all the fucking woke nonsense, I can see all that fucking bullshit and be like, this is cringe as fuck. I don't want it. I don't want it in my video games. I don't want it in my movies. Like, I can perfectly see all of the sins of the left wing of politics. However, I can also perfectly see all of the right wing sins of politics. And right now, the right wing sins are far more important because it sucks that video games are woke or whatever, but it's not nearly as important as what's actually happening in the real world. All right? That is absolutely what I fucking mean here. Is that, like, the tariffs, the economic stuff, the war stuff, oh my God. And by the way, there are still some things that Trump has done that I can say are good, right? Like, I think, deporting the illegals is a good idea. Legal immigrants should not be allowed to just run around in your country. Like, they have to go back. Okay, fair enough. That's good. All right. In fact, I think Leafy and I were talking about one of these things. Trump's support of Armenia, I think, is generally a good idea, right? Like, there are things that Trump has done that I can admit are good things, okay? Which is why, by the way, I know I don't have TDS. Because I can just see a good thing and be like, oh, that's good, right? However, I can also see when Trump does bad things. And that is what the Trump dick suckers can't see. They can't see all the bad things he's doing. And he's doing a lot of bad things right now. Recognizing Taiwan, yeah, recognizing Taiwan's a good thing. I mean, here's the thing, yeah. Trump deported legal residents. That's bad. That's bad, right? It's so easy to just say, hey, these things are good. these things are bad. Doesn't matter if the left or right does them. Doesn't matter if Trump does them or somebody else. It's still good. Terrace, $5. The idea that the market crash will only affect globalists or boomers is the thought. The most effective way to use a grenade is to hold it at arm's length. It's so dumb. Sean King. $5. 4 years from now, the left will take back over in the States and the right will take back over in Canada because fuck America. Dr. Five, $5. What the hell is this? Have you going on Ozempic now? It's a joke. It's a joke. But thank you. Mexico's the new top dog. Oh my god. SP Elite. Thanks for the $10. Dev, you're one of my top 3 YouTubers, but you really do have TDS Lite, is what I'd say. I'm okay with criticizing Trump and the right, but the countries are already bending the knee to tariffs. No, they're not. I understand that people keep saying that, but like, it's not fucking happening, man. Hold on. Zach, I didn't call you stupid. I called your idea stupid, okay? I'm not like personally insulting you because I disagree with you. What Dev forgets to do is compare where we would be if Harris won. If Kamala Harris won, you'd still have woke bullshit. It would still be really fucking annoying. But I think all of the crazy economic fallout of Kamala Harris's most radical ideas, like the price controls and the wealth tax, I think her economic advisors would tell her, don't do this, you fucking retard, and she wouldn't do it. Because Trump doesn't have anyone around him to say don't do this. They're all yes men. No, we'll do articles in just a second. Let's see. Oh man. The stocks are down so fucking much, guys. Oh my god. What a massive fuck up. Buy the dip, buy the dip. Listen, the dip's not stopping yet. Don't fucking buy yet, guys. The dip's still going down. The dip's still going down. Listen, I completely understand buy the dip. I might even buy the dip, fellas, but I don't think the dip's going down. I don't think the dip's done. If you buy right now, if you buy right fucking now, you're going to lose all your money. That's my opinion. Okay. Want to talk articles? Thanks for all your support today, guys. I really appreciate it. What's the dip? Okay, so when stocks go up and down, what you do is you buy them when they're at their lowest value, so that when they go back up, you can gain money from them being at their highest value. Like all those idiots who like bought Bitcoin when it was high, then saw Bitcoin crash, they lost all their money because the value went down. $5 from tariffs. The most annoying part about tariffs is the contradictory justifications. A negotiation tool versus permanent assurance for U.S. manufacturing. Yeah, like, and by the way, that is part of why the stock market is crashing, because they don't view America as reliable, because they don't know if this is a negotiation tactic or if it's actually like a policy. And if the markets don't know, well, then they're not going to bother investing in America. I did not contract my whole sport. What the fuck are you talking about? Sean, $5. I think the Japanese Prime Minister is telling Nintendo to fully raise the American Switch 2 price to tariffs to induce public pressure. There is no way Nintendo is involved in any sort of real politic thing, man. Like, no. No, not happening. I find the concept of the stock market to be virulently gay. Okay, communist, sure. $5. Hi, Dev. Canada has a land border with France and a tiny rock belonging to the Little Green Islands, barely above the sea level. I know exactly where that is, dude. I know exactly where that is. I know what you're talking about. There's a French island off the coast of Canada. Yeah. Okay, articles time. Let's roll, babes. should I call you guys babes? Can we call you sippers? Let's go sippers. Let's go troops. You know what I could do? I could always pull a Game Grumps. Let's go, cum faggots. Goons. Better sippers than something that's banging to be clipped. Radical centrists. Oh. Coffee is good, man. Coffee is delicious. Let me finish. Let me just slurp it up real quick, and then we'll get going. Sea lions. Sea lions. Oh, that's good. All right. Angel Reese and other WNBA players could go on strike if the league doesn't meet their demands. Dev's dropping Melanie Mac words out here. Lifu, I'm allowed. I'm bisexual, so it's okay. I can say whatever I want. I got the power. Okay. So, the Chicago Sky forward signed a 4-year rookie contract with the WNBA worth a total of just $324,000. Okay. Angel Reese is signaling that a WNBA league-wide strike could be on the horizon if player demands go unmet. Never one to shy away from speaking her mind, the All-Star made her position clear in a recent episode of her Unapologetically Angel podcast. I need to be in the meetings because I'm hearing that if the league doesn't give us what we want, we're sitting out. Okay. So they wanna go on strike. Now, okay. I had an edgy joke flash into my mind, and it's not fully formed. There's probably a way to formulate this to make it like really edgy and funny. But like, imagine a world where the WNBA players go on strike. So the WNBA hires scabs to take over the strike, and they're all trans women, and it ends up being like a higher quality game of basketball. Okay, there's something there. There's the skeleton of a joke there. I don't know how I word it, but there's something going on there. $5 from Jasso Havens. The Dev harem. Dev will save us all by having us be his wives, so when we all migrate to Maple Land. Start taking your estrogen and Impossible Whoppers. VTech, thank you. Bisexual is not in the LGBT. The B stands for black. Oh. Okay, I understand. Thank you. Okay. Why does every minor celebrity have a podcast? That's just how it goes now, man. That's just how it fucking goes. Okay. The financial realities that Reese and her peers face have long been a point of discussion, in and outside the league. Reese has addressed her low WNBA salary in the past and is set to earn $74,000 next season. Hold on. Upon entering the league, Reese signed a 4-year contract. Yep. And WNBA secured a $2.2 billion media rights deal in July 2024 to allow games to be aired live on Disney, NBC, and Amazon for the next 11 years. Okay. Do people really watch the WNBA? Like, I'm sure that they, like, you know, to be the pinnacle of your sport for anyone is cool, but like, I don't personally watch any of this shit. $5 from E Platypus. Thank you. Without a foil, Arch is really hard to watch, especially when he doesn't know what he's talking about and it just devolves into feet memes. Dev is necessary, it turns out. Yeah. So the players made the decision to opt out of the last CBA to realign the business and save the league from its own limitations. Today, with a stronger foundation and new investments flowing in, they're opting out again. This time to fully professionalize the league, secure proper wages, improve working conditions, and lock in meaningful benefits. We want to get paid more. Okay. Now, of course, the WNBA generated $200 million in revenue last year, Meanwhile, NBA players have received a full 50% of the revenue, a share that amounted to the staggering $5.3 billion. So yeah, the NBA is way more popular than the WNBA, and it basically shows. It obviously just shows in how much they make. Like, that's just how it is, guys. That's how it is. Okay. Wait, the WNBA doesn't pay my bills at all. I don't even think it pays one of my bills. Literally. Okay, but like, what are you making? Yeah. She earns $74,000 next season. Like, it's not superstar money, but it's more than I make. It's probably more than what a lot of people make. What do you mean it's not paying your bills? How are you living like a superstar? Maybe you shouldn't be. Okay. The UK bans ninja swords in move to crack down on violent knife crime. No more katanas, guys. The UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer has announced that ninja swords specifically will be banned this summer after the 2022 murder of 16-year-old Ronan Kanda, who was stabbed to death by a ninja sword just outside his home. And he says, confirmed ninja sword will be banned by the summer. Okay, yeah. So I think it was like there was like a brown immigrant stabbed another brown immigrant with a ninja sword, and now everyone can't have ninja swords. And it's like, well, this is stupid, isn't it? Like this is the libertarian argument of you're going to ban me from eating steak because a baby might choke on it, right? It's banning things for everyone when only a certain population uses the thing improperly. And the UK fully leans into this all the time, and it's stupid in my opinion. It's so dumb. Nicholas Gamer, $10. Thank you. Hey, Dev, I was rewatching the Goonergate video, and I was wondering if you could give some examples of things that should be censored. Also, articles this early? That's going to be a new record. I started earlier. I think it should be censored. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm sorry. I don't know exactly what the point was in that. I'm sorry, dude. Okay. Yep. It's now going to be illegal to possess, sell, make, or import ninja swords. Yep. Knife crime, UK knife crime, machetes, etc. Yep. Terrace, $5. Next, UK will surgically remove hands at birth to reduce incidents. Yeah. They might punch you with those hands. Gotta get rid of them. Oh, yeah. Apparently, like, a lot of knives are coming without pointers at the end of them. So you can't stab people anymore in the UK. It's fucking stupid. Okay. Jasso Habits, $2. Make gambling wins untaxable WNBA handle SAR. Nice. Okay, listen. This was one of those arguments that I had with Sargon recently, right? It was about this. Maybe I can show you. It's because it was recent, and I haven't been on Twitter in the past like week or so, so I can probably dig it up real easy. Let me just get it here real quick. Let me just scroll. Oh, dude, have you guys seen the fucking thighs on the new Marvel Rival character? Like, holy shit, dude. Yeah, I'm getting distracted. But look at this chick. Damn. Oh, also, yeah, Melanie Mack got angry because apparently Melanie Mack thinks that this character looks like a drag queen. And by the way, the leftoids are getting angry because this character looks like too sexual. Can't. No one's happy about anything nowadays. Okay, anyway. I'm gonna just keep scrolling here. I'm gonna try to find this stuff. Oh my god. And then I scroll past like Lifu's fucking picture too. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay. I'm gonna find it. Okay. Okay. Here, I found it. Okay. So, we got people who are getting deported for no good reason. Apparently, the courts are trying to force Trump to get this person back, but it's more than just him. But we have like wrong deportations happening, and I said I was correct. Now I'm referencing a debate that I had with Sargon last May or last June or something, and the debate was where Sargon said that anyone who has gang tattoos should simply be arrested. And now this isn't quite the same situation, but it is a similar situation because this guy was arrested because this guy was deported because the ICE agent thought that his tattoos were gang tattoos, and they were not. He was incorrect on that. And so I said, I'm correct, Sargon. I'm right. Dave, why are you like this? What, correct? God damn it. And Sargon shrugs his shoulders and then posts this at me. And I'm like, hold on. Yeah. He entered the country illegally at a port of entry to seek asylum. But even if he had entered the country illegally, that would not justify him being labeled an alien enemy and sent to one of the worst prisons in the world with no due process. So, like, Sargon posts this as a reply to me. But this is all stuff that is like for my position. And Sargon shrugs it. And I'm like, dude, you're posting things at me. Yeah, I say this. You're posting more proof for my position. I hope you come around to it. And he just says, no, they can fuck off back to where they came from. And then I said, Sargon, in our debate, you said that people with gang tattoos should be arrested. And one of my objections is that people not in gangs would be caught. I was correct. And now it's happening. This is bad. And Sargon says, it's better that some people get falsely detained than a single rapist murderer allowed in. The falsely detained people can be released and compensated. The victims of the ones let in cannot be brought back to life. And then, of course, this person says this is actually an insane presupposition to make by assuming that victims of state violence can simply receive some compensation and just be okay afterwards. And it also allows justification of a greater harm provided it's perceived less destructive than the original issue. Yep, okay. And then Sargon says, this line of reasoning leads to dead children. My line, locking at people who dress like they're part of a gang, leads to a few people being inconvenienced and then compensated afterwards. And so, like, the issue, ultimately, is that when it came to this story about the ninja, the ninja swords, Sargon was like, he was complaining that because of other people's actions, he now can't own a katana. And I'm just like, dude, you are now taking up the other position in this argument, now that it serves you. Like, either owning a ninja sword or having these gang tattoos is evidence enough to arrest somebody that because they're going to do something illegal, or it's not. It's one or the other. All right. Either we are going to arrest everyone for having these signs that they might be a criminal, or we are not going to arrest everyone for having these signs, and we're actually going to go off of real evidence. Okay? And the issue, ultimately, is that, like Sargon ignored my objection, by the way. When I pointed this out in the thread, he completely ignored my objection. He just didn't reply. But the point is that, like, he's just inconsistent on this, all right? When it comes to signs of possible criminality that he wants to take up, like owning a cool sword, Sargon says, well, hold on, we're all individuals here. You can't just ban this because those guys did something bad. But when it comes to signs that he's not going to take up, like getting tattoos, Sargon says, no, arrest them all. Arrest them all. And it's like, no, see, yeah, Sinenko says, Dev, people have had enough. Welcome to the hard swing right, even if it's just left authoritarianism. By the way, this is not left authoritarianism, this is right authoritarianism. But the point is, I don't care if people have had enough. I don't care if you're going to justify it by a hard swing right. I don't give a shit. If you swing hard right, you're my enemy. If you swing hard left, you're my enemy. You're justifying, you are basically describing why the position is incorrect, Sinenko. Dev Britain's knife thing is not the exact same thing as the gang tattoos. No, of course it's not the exact same thing, but it's also relatively comparable. In fact, you know what? Owning a weapon is probably more likely than having tattoos that you're going to be violent, because the weapon allows you to be more violent. So anyway, yes, this is basically like this story is just stupid. They shouldn't be banning katanas. It's fucking dumb of the UK. But like the meta story here is that when it really came down to it, I think Sargon was acting hypocritically on this topic, in my opinion. Let's see. $5 from Nicholas Gamer. You mentioned that you weren't completely anti-censorship when talking about what's his face trying to censor degenerate content. Oh, I was talking mainly about like child porn, right? Because child pornography is speech, but it is speech that should be censored, obviously. Like there are reasons to censor some extremely degenerate things, like CP. Dr. Faye, $20. Thank you very much, dude. Personally, I agree with Trump on a number of things. It was more 4 or so months ago, of course, but not everything he says or does I agree with. But some of his policies have been implemented by our country I would agree with. I mean, yeah, sure. I kind of agree with that, yeah. Hold on, wait. Soninko says, authoritarianism is always left. The original definition of anarchism is right. Lots of government left, no government right. That's dumb. And in fact, I already went over how that was dumb in my last video, the one about Stuttering Craig and Bunlith. The differences between the authoritarian left and the authoritarian right. That's kind of stupid. Just hold on a second here real quick. Oops. Give me a moment. I didn't say my CP. Don't be weirdos. CP is always done under duress by definition. Okay, when it comes to the property of a photograph, like if I'm outside and I take a photograph, even if the people in the photograph didn't consent to be in it, they don't have to. It's a public space. I can just take whatever I want, right? Even if I'm inside and I take a photograph, right? Like I own the photograph. It is like because I'm the photographer, the action of taking the photograph is an expression of speech, right? That's why, by the way, pornography is legal, because it is an expression of speech. So like when it comes to child porn, the whole we're talking legally here, not morally, okay? Legally, it is not protected speech. The First Amendment does not protect a person who is taking images of like naked children having sex or something. The First Amendment does not protect that because it's considered too obscene to protect. No, this isn't a fucking defending CP. You're so stupid. Okay, you're actually like brain fucking broken, dude. You must have like a 75 IQ. Describing the legal situation is not defending CP. Like, are you a fucking moron? Okay. Let's continue on. They're rage baiting Dev. Yeah, probably. Man jailed for carrying replica sword from Legend of Zelda. Speaking of losing your sword access, guys. Here we go. Yeah, okay. Yes, kids can't consent, obviously, right? However, you can take photos of people not consenting to things, and it doesn't make the photos illegal. Make sense? It might make them very immoral, but it doesn't make them illegal. The problem is the speech. It actually does. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Okay. Man jailed for carrying a Legend of Zelda sword. I think also in the UK. A man has been jailed for brandishing a replica of a sword from the Nintendo game The Legend of Zelda on the streets of a Warwickshire market town, which he said was a fidget toy to keep his hands busy. Wow. Oops. I'll just get rid of that. Yep. Okay. Look how small it is, too. It's 22 inches long. It's like a tiny sword. How do you keep getting baited with this? Stop. Thanks, Lives and Devs Falls. Thank you. It's a literal letter opener. That means murder is free speech. The problem with murder isn't that it's whether it's speech or not. The problem with murder is that it's murder. That's a different law. That's why, by the way, when you get hauled into trial on a murder charge, they're not arguing over the First Amendment. Okay. So the blade was a 6-inch blade. It was a tiny master sword. The blade was inside of a sheath. It could be released from the sheath with the push of a button. He was walking down Queens Road with a sword in hand. Officers approached. The blade visible, he was arrested. He said that the sword was a fidget toy bought online to keep his hands busy. Okay. We take a zero-tolerance approach to bladed articles in public, and he's fallen afoul of this. It's possible to find fidget toys that aren't 6-inch blades. It's possible not to walk down the street holding them out in front of you. With a bit more self-awareness, you could have avoided contact with us completely. Oh, well, fuck you, dude. Anyway. So, he has 4 months in prison, and he has to pay £154. Dude, this is fucking bullshit. Like, actually ridiculous. Problem with murder is that crows are jerks. Thank you, Stug. Yeah, this is insane. Letter opener. 4 months in prison. Dude, fuck the UK, man. Okay. MAGA junkie fired in Doge cuts. Now regrets voting for Trump. Oh, it happened again, guys. It happened again. A self-confessed MAGA junkie from a red voting city devastated by the Department of Government Efficiency's firings says that she regrets voting for Trump. So Jennifer Piggott from Parkersburg, West Virginia, flew a Trump flag outside of her house. She was not the only one. Her community in Wood County voted overwhelmingly for the Republican candidate, who scooped 70% of the votes in the area. But just weeks into Trump 2.0, the president let Piggott and others like her down by firing 125 probationary civil service workers. The Treasury Department's Bureau of Fiscal Service, which effectively acts as the government's day-to-day bank, was gutted, and so is Piggott. Wow. So, guys, the people who want to, monitor where money is going, the Bureau of Fiscal Service, let's cut all those people. I mean, I know we're talking about, cutting the budget and making sure money is not being wasted. Let's cut the people doing that job. Why not? When foreigners in the UK buy scissors, they need to show their passport and have their picture taken for contact. That's fucking insane, in my opinion, dude. I don't know how you feel about, knives, Lifu, but I think that's kind of crazy. That's way too overreaching for me. Real Holsteiner, $10. Thank you, man. Thank you. Dev, you're right about Dem mainline party members, but I still have DEI trainings at my job. Until we clear all that stuff out on the grounds of discriminatory practice, I'm not ready for peace. Listen, I want the DEI stuff done too. Like I said, what Trump is doing is worse than DEI right now. DEI sucks. It's annoying. It should be gone. Trump is worse. Simple as that. Let's see here. What's next? So she was fired from her job. She says, I was a MAGA junkie who thought her government job would be safe with Donald Trump in office. Oh, you're an idiot. I cried. It's scary. It's a really scary thing. And I was embarrassed. Piggott and her colleagues were let go based on alleged poor performance. But in her final review, just before she was axed, Piggott, who has voted for Trump in the last 3 elections, that got the highest rating you can get in review. What do you mean? Highest rating? Yeah, so she wasn't even okay. She got a highest rating on her review apparently. So poor performance doesn't make any sense. Wait, Lifu, stop paying for your monthly TDS Lite. Spend that money on Game Pass instead. Are you fucking kidding me? God damn it, Lifu, you backstabber. She now regrets voting for Trump. To cut the knees out of the working class Americans doesn't make any sense to me. I expected more from President Donald Trump. I expected better from you, I really did. I expected that you would do what was right and cut waste and fraud and all of those things that you promised before you elected you in office. But you're not doing that. You're creating a disaster. I don't know what America's going to look like as it continues. And yes, the CNN spoke to an anonymous second woman who said the same thing. I'm for balancing the budget, that type of thing, but not in this context, just not right. Okay. So, in this city of 29,000 people, 2,000 of those people are employed by the bureau that was just cut. Rip. Sparkles, she worked for the government's Bureau of Fiscal Service, which is basically part of making sure like where money goes on local levels. And she was cut from that. So, well, there's two possibilities here, right? Like, one is that her job was wasteful, and so she was properly cut. That's possible. The second one is that Trump is incompetent, and he's just cutting left and right without really any care for what he's cutting, and legitimately important jobs that aren't wasteful are also being cut. Both could be true. Both could be true. If you say, no, only one is true, then you're just like ideologically captured. Both of these things could be true. We need more information. But either way, regardless of which one is true, if you work for the government and you voted for Trump, you're an idiot. Like, you're just dumb. Wait, I almost got canceled. Who canceled me, Leafu? I'm uncancelable. I make £50 an hour as a nude cleaner, and it's my favorite side hustle. You wouldn't believe. Can I show this? Is this? Hold on. Okay, she's naked, but you can't see anything, so it's fine, I think. Yeah, she's naked, but you can't see anything. So she's one of those like nude maids, where the idea is you hire somebody, and you can't like have sex with them or anything. They're not going to do anything with you, but they will clean your house naked while you watch them do it. Okay. Is this gonna... No, okay, it's the same one. Okay. So she charges 50 pounds an hour, which is what, like 100 American an hour or something. Everyone's like, plat, plat, plat. Oh my God. You fucking coomers. The SpongeBob clip with the fish mopping up. So she started the job to earn a bit of extra cash. Okay. Cleaning naked. Yep. She started. It was nice knowing you. No, it's not. No, Leafu, it's not. Everything's fine. Okay. She started in October 2017. She admits it was the best side hustle she ever done, allowing her to bank far more than when she did when she was flogging secondhand clothes. Okay. She's 32 years old. She likes being naked. She's making extra money. Okay, good. Making tons of extra money. Good job. She admits that she can spot the pervs a mile off, and so apparently the creepier clients have the cleanest homes. Oh, that's kind of weird. Reduced uniform expense made. Nice, Terrace. Nice. I'm clear that I'm just there to clean, but they'll say that other cleaners have been strippers or given them massages. One seedy client switched porn to on his TV as she arrived, and she had to get out of there. However, some clients are perfectly innocent and friendly. One of my clients I cleaned for 3 times altogether, and his house was the dirtiest house I've ever come across in my life, teeming with dirt and grime. But when I got there, he didn't want me to clean it at all. He wasn't creepy or pervy, he just wanted some company. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. $2 from Aaron Gray. Goon. Nice. Okay. So, here's kind of the important part, right? Yep, this is her again. However, she apparently went further and attacked her clients as creepy. And it's like, hold on. Yeah, same picture. But like, basically, actually, no. You know what it is? This is the original headline. And when I last looked at it, basically, even though she's taking money from these people, she's like, ew, you're creepy. And it's like, well, you got to be okay with it. Like, yeah, okay, yes, they are creepy. Okay, I understand. But surely on some level, you have to be okay with them being creepy because you're making money off of them. They are paying you. All right? If they weren't creepy, they wouldn't be paying you. Yeah, Tara says she's not wrong. What was she expecting? Yeah, kinda, right? Like, it's very strange to offer, frankly, kind of a weird, creepy-esque product, and then complain that the people who buy the product are also creepy. It's like, well, you've okay. It's it's like being a stripper and then calling the people who give you money perverts. It's like, well, yeah, they are perverts, yes, but like this is the job. Like you know what's going on here. Did you read that Hooters removing the hoot and making a family place now? I have not seen that, Leafy. That sounds funny though. Terrorists, $5. Very popular in the UK for clients concerned people could be concealing weapons. That's true. Like, where's she gonna hide her? Dude, where's this bitch gonna hide her ninja sword? Nowhere, I guess. Sketch, $2. Get the fire hose. Chat has extreme thirst. Is this Noom's side hustle? Fuck you. Is the maid making a disgusted face an extra fee? Oh yeah, man. Imagine like having a naked tsundere maid, right? Where she comes in naked, and then she berates you for being a pervert for hiring her, and it's like, you're disgusting, senpai, and then cleans your house for you. I bet people would fucking pay for that like crazy. Okay, let's continue on. Indiana boy, 10 years old, is dead after a 340-pound foster mom sits on him for acting bad. Oh my god. A 10-year-old boy was crushed to death after his foster mother, who weighed 340 pounds, allegedly sat on him. What? So she was sentenced to 6 years in prison, with 1 year served on probation. She was charged with reckless homicide. Oh my god. There she is. Son, you've been bad. To punish you, I'm going to sit on you. And then kid dies. Jesus Christ. Bruising on the child's lower neck and chest. Officers attempted to resuscitate the boy, but he was transported to a hospital where he was dead. Boy was not breathing, had no pulse. Oh my god, dude. She told the police that the boy had run away from home. She had found him at a neighbor's house and brought him back home. He was still acting bad and threw himself on the ground, telling her that he was leaving. When she attempted to stop him from leaving, she does not know if she tackled Dakota or they fell to the ground. However, her intention was to hold him. She sat on his midsection for about 5 minutes. He eventually stopped moving. Holy fuck. $5 from Terrace. Thank you. I remember Brenda and Daniel Reed's internet art exhibition featured fetish art. This very situation. I don't even know what that is. She looks like she would keep Princess Leia on a chain. Oh my god. Dev, why you fuck you? I didn't send the child. Fuck you. Dev innocent. Are you faking? She asked before she rolled him over and noticed his eyelids were pale. Oh my god. Yep. Mechanical asphyxia. He couldn't breathe anymore because his chest was too compressed. Dakota was 4'10" and 91 pounds. Wilson was 4'11" and 340 pounds. Oh my god. Holy shit, dude. Okay. In honor of Chrono Trigger's 30th anniversary, Square Enix announces plans for various projects that will extend beyond the world of the game. Cool. Chrono Trigger is one of my favorite games of all time. I wonder if Square Enix is going to rape it. But that is a sphere. Yes, it is. But here we go. After years of being neglected in favor of Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest, Chrono Trigger will be bringing in its 30th anniversary, not another port, but rather a variety of multimedia projects that will seemingly expand upon the game's cross-temporal setting. Are you ready for a Netflix series where they say Lavos is an innocent immigrant? Oh my god, dude. Being a center-right pro-life Apatheist. Confuse a lot of people, but hopefully you get it someday. Okay. E Platypus in him. You can fill me in if you want. Thank you. Okay. By the way, this game's fucking incredible. All you Zoomers out there who haven't played this yet, go back and play it. It's so fucking good, dude. It is one of the best games in the fucking world, in the history of video games. This game's incredible. People who made the new Devil May Cry will be making the new Berserker adaptation. Okay. Maybe it'll be good. Who knows? Okay. Released for the Super Nintendo in 1995, the fan favorite title follows Chrono as he and a cast of colorful companions, including the warrior-minded cave woman Isla and an anthropomorphic amphibian knight named Frog, crisscross through time and space in order to prevent the alien entity Lavos from returning to life and destroying the whole of reality. That's not quite how the story is. Lavos isn't dead. He's not returning to life. These guys at Bounding into Comics aren't real fans. But yeah. It's an alien. It's destroying the planet. You time travel to stop it. You have a knight who's a frog from the past. You have a robot from the future. You have a cave woman. Right? Give me a second here. Yeah, Toriyama did all the artwork, so it's all Dragon Ball Z style. And yeah, Isla, guys. Best girl? Imagine the Cavussy. 65 million BC. You know, she should probably have more hair. Like, leg hair, armpit hair. Whatever, but still. Yeah. I think Isla is the strongest physical fighter in the game. Still would. Okay. Anyway. Yep, they're talking about, this is all about Chrono Trigger. What's the new stuff? Yep. Okay. New projects. Oh, here's the tweet. Here's the translation. Today marks the 30th anniversary of the release of Chrono Trigger in 1995. This timeless masterpiece, which has transcended ages and is still talked about today, was born of a dream project by Yuji Horii of Dragon Quest, Akira Toriyama of Dragon Ball, and Hironobu Sakaguchi of Final Fantasy. To mark the 30th anniversary of Chrono Trigger, and to express our gratitude to all who have played Chrono Trigger, we plan to develop various projects that over the next year will extend beyond the world of the game. Awesome. How about Sudoken 1? I've never played it either, Doc. Thank you for $3. I've never played Sudoken. Sorry. Yep, here's all the heroes. Man, what a good fucking game. Like, when I first rented this game, I was, like, too young to understand it, you know? Like, I didn't know what art... Like, I was playing platformers as a kid, right? I would have been, like 5 or 6 years old. And I was playing platformers like Mario. It's like, oh, run rightward, jump, land on enemies. You know, that's how video games work. And then Chrono Trigger was an RPG. And I was like, what does it mean when, like, what is attack power? What is strength? What is equipment? What is money? Right? Like, baby Dev didn't get it. I had to come back a few years later when I was like 10 and play the game. What do you mean rented the game? So, I mean, you know about rentals, right, Lifu? I know that you're not from North America, but like back in the 90s, you would rent video games. You pay like $2 and you rent it for like a day from the local rental store. Lots of us poor kids would do that rather than buy a game. Didn't know you could rent games? Oh, dude, back in the day. Oh my God, you didn't know? Okay, hold on. Game renting was an important part of the 90s and 2000s. It's dead now. But like, dude. Here's a 1995 blockbuster, okay? Look how radical this shit is. Oops, no, too zoomed in. Hold on. Like, there's all their Super Nintendo games available to rent. SNES. You can try some games out. You got game guides you can buy. There's Game Boy games to rent there. Like, yeah, man. You'd go, you'd pay like $2, and you have a game for a weekend. It worked the exact same way as renting movies. And in fact, rentals continued up until the mid to late 2000s. Like, here's all the Wii games available for rent at a Blockbuster, right? You can go rent a Wii game. But basically, renting games died because renting movies died. And renting movies died because people stopped wanting DVDs and Blu-ray discs and they started wanting Netflix on demand, right? And so now you can just get everything by paying, whatever bucks a month it is for Netflix, rather than going out to the rental store every fucking weekend to get a new game. The movie rental places died, and movie rental places also rented games. And also, back in the day, save files were stored on the game, not on the system, right? So, like, for example, can I just show you this here? Okay, so like, here. This is a Super Nintendo cartridge after you take it out of its shell. And there's a watch battery on it. And the watch battery keeps the save files active in memory. Because the SNES had no save files on the console. Your saves were stored on the game. So, like, if you rent Chrono Trigger from the Blockbuster, you play it all weekend. You don't beat it. You have to return it on Sunday before you go back to school. Then on Friday, you rush over to Blockbuster to get your copy of Chrono Trigger again, and somebody else already got it. They might have deleted your save, so you can actually lose your save file because somebody else rented it first and deleted it. Renting games was like a big deal in the 90s, man. Fuck, it was so fun. I've got tons of like rental stories from my childhood. I was there, Grand Dev. Actually, maybe I can show you this, okay? The last place I ever rented a video game was when I was in early university. Just give me a moment, okay? I was at university, way the fuck up north, cold as fuck, and here, I had to, give me a moment, sorry. I had to like open an account with this like no-name rental place. You know what I mean? Yeah, here we go. Okay. I don't mind showing you the Google Maps of it because I've moved away from that town, that city now over 10 years ago. But here. So this, oops. Come on, go back. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So here's the city that I used to go to university in a long time ago. Okay. And somewhere here, where is it? A bit further down, I think. Yeah, here, I think. I just had it and I lost it. How am I this fucking stupid, guys? How do I get through the day? Here. So, 2009. All right. I would have been in university at this point. Video Network. Local rental place. You go here. You rent. And by the way, by the modern day, it's gone. It's a parking lot now, right? It was torn down. But for a while, like here it is, it's still going in 2012. By 2017, it's just a vacant lot. And then by 2024, it's a parking lot for the other businesses, right? But like, basically, this, like, I went to go rent stuff from this place because I lived relatively close to it. And I go in and I'm like, okay, I want to rent like an Xbox 360 game. And they were like, okay, it's $6 for a day. I'm like, what the fuck? $6 for a day? It was $2 back in my hometown. It's like, yeah, well, it's a big city now. $6 for a day. I was like, okay. And I had to like sign up with them. And because I couldn't give them a phone number, I didn't have a phone at the time, I couldn't rent a game. And I'm just like, okay, now I know why you're going to go out of business in the future. Oh, thanks for making the 50, guys. Give me just a moment. Okay. I'm obsessed. Okay, hold on. I'm going to answer these. I'm going to answer these real quick. The RPG that did that for me was Final Fantasy IV, says Nicholas Gamer. Thank you very much, man. Sean King, $2. I was there, Gandalf, 3,000 years ago. Caspian, $2. Chrono Trigger's amazing. Ever play it? Yes. Zach, I'm obsessed with the colorful plastic of the 90s. Oh my god, it was so good. Colorful 90s, like transparent plastic. Good shit. Dracus, £10. Thank you. Dev, you're dumb. Oh. I was playing Dragon Quest Now when I was 6, and you couldn't even understand Chrono Trigger. I'm unsubbing. You're utterly pathetic. How dare you not understand RPG 6 years old? Well, thanks, dude. Thank you. Terrace for $5. I only remember OXM magazine with its monthly Xbox 360 demo discs. Nice, dude. Nice. This one does walls. The streaming costs have gotten so bad I sometimes go outside. Thanks, man. Thank you. The Goodman. Thank you. In the old days, I used to swap the 007 Nintendo cartridge with a friend. I cheated completing the game by giving him the cartridge to play on it. Nice. Lives and does well. Unrelated money towards the play Faith the Holy Trinity during the Halloween fund. Thank you very much, dude. Very appreciated. Will do. Dr. Fire, $20. Thank you very much. I can see why people want to keep around physical copies of games. I only got into computer games, Steam, around 2018 when I bought a gaming laptop. Before that, I only had consoles and bought physical games. Yeah. I always buy physical if possible, in my opinion, because I like to keep it around. Okay. Yeah. Man. Renting games. What a time. So yeah. Chrono Trigger, by the way, amazing game. Should play. If you guys haven't played it yet, go play it. It's really good. It's probably the best RPG of all time. Anyway, who knows what we're going to get? Because they say a vague various projects. Are we getting a new game? Are we getting an OVA? Are we getting... what are we getting? Who knows? I want to see. The Japanese High Court has ruled that the same-sex marriage ban is unconstitutional. Based. The Osaka High Court on Tuesday became the 5th High Court in Japan to rule that the country's lack of legal recognition of same-sex marriages is unconstitutional. But it upheld a lower court decision to not award damages. Listen, gay marriage is good. That's how it is. Okay. So, the civil law provisions that do not allow same-sex marriage violate the right to equality under the Constitution. No, that's not based. Gays had civil unions. I don't think Japan has civil unions either. So, where is it? Where's the civil unions, Snenko? The current provisions cannot be justified as unavoidable, as legal disadvantages for same-sex couples are significantly large. The court also ruled that the marriage ban violates a section of the Constitution that says laws concerning matters pertaining to marriage and family shall be enacted from the standpoint of individual dignity and the essential equality of the sexes. Based. Good. Why should straights alone suffer the horrors of marriage? Let's see. Whole bunch of lawsuits. Okay. This is like a stub article. There's not much to it. But yeah. Japan remains the only group of 7 country, the G7, to not have legalized same-sex marriage or civil unions, despite growing pressure from the LGBT community and its supporters. Like, I know there are people who are like, no, it can't be civil unions. It must be marriage to make it purely equal. Listen, if civil unions give you all the same privileges as marriage, just with the title of marriage, I'm okay with that. I don't care. That's completely fine to me. The issue is that one or the other has to happen. All right. And this is good. One of the last gasps of USAID. Fuck off. Like, it's attacked. USAID did not cause this judge to rule in line with the Japanese Constitution. Like, what the fuck, man? Are those people gay? Where's the ball gags and their dog costumes? See, also, this, completely reasonable. There's no weird fetish shit. It's just normal people marching, saying we deserve these rights. This is the kind of gay activism I can get behind. Completely fine. Completely fine. Good. Awesome. If only the Americans could learn after this, you know? Okay, what's next? Christina Ricci wants Hollywood run by people who love film and TV, not corporations. Okay. Wait, hold on. Come on, zoom in. Receiving her star on the Walk of Fame, the veteran actress discussed the future of the industry. Okay. Let's see. Okay, this is all just about her star. I don't care about her star. Who cares about the star? Apparently, she got a star on the Walk of Fame. Good for her, but I don't really care. I hope we get back to things being run by people who love film and TV instead of people who run corporations really well. I would say that's the only thing I noticed as an artist that's very challenging. Yeah. Ricci? Oh, right. It's pronounced Ricci. I don't fucking know. Dude. Just because my parents, or sorry, my dad came from Italy doesn't mean that I did. I don't fucking know anything about Italy. During her emotional acceptance speech, she recalled taking childhood trips with her mother from New Jersey to the Port Authority in New York for auditions. Okay. She moved around the world at that age. Now she was like a big child actress, I recall, right? Like, wasn't she like Wednesday Addams? You cook it a pizza. Okay. Yep, she did a whole bunch of stuff. Oh. This is just a fluff piece about her. Okay. I thought we were actually going to talk about the corporations, but I guess not. I guess it's just a fluff piece for her and her star. Okay. Well, fuck you. All right. She's Wednesday and the girl from Gasper. That's right. She was. Yes. Yeah. I recall her now. All right. So, a Ukrainian national has been identified as a suspect in an Amsterdam mass stabbing. Ruh-roh. Dutch authorities have identified the man suspecting of stabbing 5 people in Amsterdam, revealing he is a 30-year-old Ukrainian national from the Donetsk region. Oh my god. Okay, so here, hold on. Donetsk is one of those like heavily Russian areas. Okay. I'm thinking like you got rightoids who are like, "Oh my god, another stabbing in Europe. Another stabbing in Europe, dude. I bet it's a Muslim." And then someone's like, "No, sir, he's a white man." And the rightoids are like, "Oh shit, oh fuck, oh my god, oh shit." And then someone's like, "Don't worry, he's Ukrainian." They're like, "Oh, thank God." Ooh. And they're like, "Wait a minute. He's from the Russian region of Ukraine." Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Okay. So, the attack occurred in Amsterdam and left 5 people injured. Among the victims were a 67-year-old American woman, a 69-year-old American man, a 26-year-old Polish man, a 73-year-old Belgian woman, a 19-year-old Dutch woman. Okay. The suspect was apprehended after a British tourist chased him down, tackled him, and held him until the police arrived. Right. So, there's the Brit Bonger saving the day. Yep, he's a 30-year-old man of Ukrainian nationality from eastern Ukraine. Yep. He'll be brought before the examining magistrate. So this guy just like starts stabbing people in the street. Wild. No one died though, thank God. Polish victim has been discharged from the hospital. Other victims remain in hospitalized in stable condition. Okay, that's good. Sargon saved us. Where the maid's at? We did the maid story earlier, dude. You're too late. You're too late. So, the hero is a very modest British man who has no desire to become famous. He is now mainly concerned with the victims. Oh, good. What a good guy. I'm very proud of him. Yeah. Good job, dude. Good job. Okay, hold on. Real quick. I don't know what this next one is. I'm going to see. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. Just give me a moment. Sorry. Okay. Okay, ready. This is from 2016. Okay? 2016. Trump's Evangelical Advisory Board features Bachmann and Falwell. Okay. So, in 2016, Trump has an Evangelical Executive Advisory Board to basically assist with his campaign. On the list people, you have Michelle Bachmann, who was a 2016 presidential candidate. You've got Focus on the Family founder James Dobson, Liberty University president Jerry Falwell Jr., Faith and Freedom Coalition founder Ralph Reed. There's basically a bunch of evangelical like talking heads and names in that community to basically advise Trump on evangelical issues. Okay. They're going to convene with Trump on a regular basis. Okay, blah, blah, blah. And here's the full list. Michelle Bachmann, A.R. Bernard, Mark Burns, Tim Clinton, Kenneth and Gloria Copeland, James Dobson, Jerry Falwell, Ronnie Floyd, Jentizen Franklin, Jack Graham, Harry Jackson, Robert Jeffress, David Jeremiah, Richard Land, James McDonald, Johnny Moore, Robert Morris, Tom Mullins, Ralph Reed, James Robison, Tony Suarez, Jay Strack, Paula White, Tom Winters, and C. Lee Yates. Okay, so these are all like evangelicals. Okay. So, one of those guys here, where is he? Robert Morris, the senior pastor at the Gateway Church. Okay? He's of interest. Because Texas megachurch pastor and former Trump spiritual advisor Robert Morris has been indicted for the rape of a 12-year-old girl. Now, of course, this is coming from Antifa Operative. So let's actually get a source here. And we got the source here from the Oklahoman, which is like a local newspaper to this area. Gateway megachurch founder, former Trump spiritual advisor, indicted on charges of lewd acts with an Oklahoma girl. And there he is. Okay. It's a big old oops. You know, everyone talks about the weird left-wing pedophiles, and there's a lot of them. You know, the groomers, the trans stuff. I get it. There's definitely some instances of that shit happening. I think the right wing overblows it. Libs of TikTok blows it up way too much, but it's there. It's real. You know, the maps. You know, map activism, trying to make pedophilia part of LGBT. Like that shit all exists. Okay, but the stereotype of right wingers, Christian types, libertarian types, just wanting to fuck kids, that exists too. And it exists for a reason. And we've done... Oh my god, Greg, this is right-wing juice. Fuck you. This is not related to Jew things, you fucking idiot. Okay, so... there's... That stereotype exists for a reason, right? You have tons of people, like libertarian types. There are some libertarian pedophiles who will say something like, the government should not be involved in my private life. You know... The age of consent is a law that is against my rights. You know, they'll say something like that, right? And then you have like the Christian pedophiles who are like, God allows us to do this. And it's like, okay, you're all fucking disgusting. All of you are disgusting. Jordan Rogers, $2. Butters banned me for posting Taft's hashtag in 1984. If you didn't post it in the lewd section, you kind of deserve this. You kind of deserve this, Jordan. So good luck. You know what? I'm going to start charging for unbans. Okay? Here. $50 super chat, you get unbanned from anything I have. Okay? Boom. Come on back in. By the way, you'll still get banned again if you break the rules again. But you pay me, I'll unban you. That's how we make money around here, guys. Okay. So, a grand jury in Oklahoma has indicted Texas megachurch founder Robert Morris, accusing him in 5 felony counts of lewd acts with a girl, beginning when she was 12 years old in the 1980s. Oh my fucking god, dude. Never ask a woman her weight, a man his salary, and never ask raise her fist the age of his ex-girlfriend. Oh my god, is that true? That can't be true, guys, right? The wall has room on both its left side and right side for pedophiles. Based. Okay. Robert Morris, who was once a spiritual advisor to President Donald Trump, resigned as a senior pastor of Gateway Church in June after admitting to inappropriate sexual behavior. Okay. His accuser has said she was 12 when Morris first sexually abused her on Christmas in 1982 during a visit to her home. He was then 21. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. After almost 43 years, the law has finally caught up with Robert Morris for the horrific crimes he committed against me as a child. Now it is time for the legal system to hold him accountable. He's now 63. They've charged him with 5 counts of lewd or indecent acts to a child. The offenses started when the girl was 12 and then continued while she was 13 and 14. Fucking disgusting, dude. So, Morris admitted it by saying he was involved in his early 20s in inappropriate sexual behavior with a young lady in a home where I was staying. It was kissing and petting and not intercourse, but it was wrong. This behavior happened on several occasions over the next few years. In March of 1987, the situation was brought to light and it was confessed and repented of. Look at all this passive speak. This situation was brought to light. Who? It was confessed and repented of. Who? He was 20, she was 11. Family friend, traveling evangelist. He was invited to do a youth revival in Hominy, and after that, he would regularly preach at their church on Sundays. She said he often stayed at her family's home, sometimes with the wife and son. They were viewed as safe and friendly. Oh my god. Okay. She said he first sexually abused her on Christmas after asking her to come to his room. She said he warned her afterward. Never tell anyone about this because it will ruin everything. He repeated this behavior until March of 1987. This would happen in Texas and Oklahoma. Things changed when she was 16. He would take her out in his car and attempt to have sexual intercourse. He was then a pastor at Shady Grove Church in Texas. He stepped away from the ministry in 1987 for 2 years after Clemishire told a close friend and her parents about what happened. Okay. Right. Well, straight up groomer, yeah. Actual grooming. There's not going to be a statute of limitations on, like, child sexual offenses. No fucking way. Rubbing against her leg over his clothes, removing hers while they were in a vehicle parked. Okay, yeah. If convicted on all 5 counts, he faces 100 years in prison. Bond set at $50,000. Wow. Well, there we go. There we go. She got too old. Oh my god. What a piece of shit, guys. Okay. Real quick. $20. Thank you very much, dude. I'm fine with civil unions, but I didn't like it when activists pushed for it to be called marriage to then use it to go into churches. Catholic, I sent, demanding to be married under the threat of discrimination lawsuit. Yeah, that was kind of... I don't like that either. I agree with you. Adam refriended. Hello. I finished my unfriended arc. Now I'm Adam refriended arc. Missed the start. You said you're doing a gaming stream later? No, I'm not. I'm working on the next video later. But thank you. But okay, guys. All the articles are done. How'd you enjoy them today? Hold on just a second. Here we go. Pretty good. Yeah, I think so too. All right. No. We argue with the chat. We argued with the chat a little bit earlier. All the Trump dick suckers are still wrong. But yeah, listen, I got to, listen. Can you find articles that don't involve kitty diddling for at least 1 week? I do my best, dude. I do my best. Okay. Listen, guys. I'm going to take off. I'm going to go work on the next video. I want it out tomorrow. I'm going to do my best. I'm doing nothing but now until I sleep working on this video. So that's where I'll be. Thank you very much for all your support. Hopefully you'll hear from me really soon. I'll see you guys next time, okay? Let's go raid Chud Logic. Give them all your coffee cups. I'll see you next time, guys. Have a good one. I love you.